We're trying to get it adjusted, everyone. If you can. Ah, there we are.
That is really blinding.
Maybe turn it down just a little bit. There we go.
Welcome.
Hello,
We're
friends.
live. Our friends. We're friends, though. I mean, we're husband and wife, but there's just one viewer right now. But there's 5 likes.
Yeah, well, I don't mean that it's gonna stay that way, but
Toby's trying to get on the couch.
I was. Somebody said something on the Homesteaders of YouTube Facebook group that I'm a part of that said that their views have been down a little bit, and several people said their views were down. But
I feel like some of your views have been up. There was one like the sorghum video. I was looking on YouTube and it was like 211.
Huh. I got something like 800 views. Hey, Red Collie, I need to open up your thing. The video about the pond dig, it's been 800 the last 48 hours, 800 views the last 48 hours, so it's done pretty well. So let's open this up, put it on silent. Hey friends, how are you all? So glad you're here. Skip ads there. Turn this down.
It's always so weird to look down at that other screen.
Hey Margie, I see you're here. I saw Red Collie said hi. And Nana's here. I'm glad you're here, Nana. Hope everything's going all right. Just a quarter mile up the road on Copperhead Road. I cut a little bit of. Rua said that the title may be a little. Said that the title may be a little.
Yeah, I don't think I like your. It's misleading. Like
misleading.
I don't think I like your titles. I'm not meaning that rude.
Well, that's what I was doing today when I was thinking about it. It was a good day to cut some wood.
Yeah, but I feel like the description implies that we'll be chainsawing, and we're just sitting here. So I feel like it should just be like, "Hey, live chat, hang out."
Do you really think? That people will think that we're going to be cutting wood at 8:00 p.m.?
I don't know what other people think, but I feel like your titles are totally misleading. I've thought that for a while, and I think you should change it.
Well, last time it was fireside chat, and there's our fire.
Yeah,
so they can't see the fire.
Fireside chat, I feel like, is saying that we're by the fire,
and
you can see it. We are by a fire.
Wow.
Jingle bells!
Hey, Christopher, glad you're here. Hey, Joe, glad you're here too. You're still caroling? I figured you'd be talking about what you cut today. Yeah, I did. I cut some. So last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, I don't know, we got a whole lot of wood, logs, and wood delivered to our house because the tree trimmers needed a place to dump it, so they just needed to get rid of it, and we said, hey, we can use this, and there was a bunch of logs. You've seen some of the videos of that before, but in our front yard there was some little, I don't know, stumps almost, but.
Oh, was that the little I was gonna try to make some type of seats out of them.
Yeah, well, we did. We had them arranged in a circle that was like a seat, like seats, and we had a fire pit in the middle, but we never really sat there.
We never did.
Since we didn't ever use it, I've been cutting those up. So I cut those up. They're too long to fit in our stove, so it takes me a little while to cut 1 and 2, and then I got the splitter, and I'll probably do some video about the splitter.
I've tried sitting on them. You can't sit on them. You can't sit on the stove.
You're gonna be chainsawing in the dark. You didn't.
See, exactly. My point, exactly.
I don't want to be, have any false advertising or anything.
Prepper
Chicken Texas.
I've always wanted to visit Texas.
Have you?
I've actually wanted to
We
live
stopped
there.
on the way to California and got a steak in Texas. I did.
Yeah, but I want some more Texas sometime in my life.
Yeah.
I'm serious, actually.
If I could move anywhere, it would be further south to have a little bit, warmer climate.
It's hot in Texas?
Yeah, I'd want a little bit warmer climate, so we can grow more things. Although...
We'll live here, though.
We are trying to, do some more stuff in our high tunnel. We'll talk to you about that sometime soon. That's the kind of the trenching project that we were in the middle of. I'll tell you. We're going to put some, and I might do a video on it soon. We're going to try to put some geothermal tubes going into the high tunnel, so we'll get it a little bit warmer. It's perfect, huh? Is that where you are, stuck in the city in Alabama?
I would certainly hope so.
It's perfect. It's perfect there. I hate it where I am, though. I like Kentucky, but I like it wherever I am.
Alabama. I'm an Alabama.
You know, I've just got this horrible quality about myself that I'm just always cheerful and optimistic, and you know
Oh,
that wherever I am, I'm going to enjoy it there.
there's gonna be a black screen for just a second.
Will you slap me?
Yeah,
Slap me naked?
there'll be none of that.
You're not gonna slap me naked.
Next.
Next, it's a hopping ha. I'm sick of seeing food.
Dude, I started my fasting back
Yeah.
because yes, I started the other, what was that, yesterday?
Yesterday was
Saturday.
day before today.
I started it Friday, and then and so I'm gonna try to keep it going. This one.
We had a pretty good Christmas, Margie. The kids opened some stuff. I got a pin for Christmas. So this
So
has a level on it. You see that level there? And
Tag got a pin.
it's got a little measuring thing on there, and it's got a stylus there. I never use that, but it also has a little screwdriver in there. That's the Phillips head, and this, if you go the other way, it's got a flat head too. So I used it for the first time today when I went and got some culvert, some drainage pipe, and some PVC.
Did you
So,
tell
but
Nelson
I
that
don't.
you used it?
Yes, I did. He said he was pleased, and you've got to twist it in order for this to come out. I wish that it clicked because you want to be able to click with one hand, whip it out, and click. So I've got to use I got to use two things. So
He is the worst person in the world to shop for.
I'm pretty easy actually.
It's not
They
true.
just don't listen to the hints that I drop.
Oh, you got a Rottweiler puppy?
Oh, that's fun.
That is fun.
We're thinking about getting a puppy. But
we are getting a puppy. She'll be here the 23rd.
Yeah, okay, we're getting a puppy as well. But I was gonna do a video on it. It's not gonna be one of the same breeds that we have now. It's a different breed.
Do we not say the breed?
No, we haven't said the breed. We haven't told them anything about our puppy.
Our puppy?
Poopy. You gotta have a click. Yes.
I know.
You gotta be able to whip it out and click it with one thing. Yeah, that's right. Whip it out.
Yeah, back on the food subject, I got sick of seeing food too and needed to do something. My stomach was burning. And
so there's a couple different types of Rottweilers, I think. There's like the, I don't know. There's a couple different varieties. One's bigger or something like that. I don't know exactly. But when we went to puppy classes with Toby, there was somebody there who had a Rottweiler, and they asked like, well, is it this kind, or what,
I don't remember
Rotty.
that.
But it's a mini horse. I love hot weather though. There are places that get too much sun though.
What was that man's name? Oh, Derek. It was like Derek, and he lived in California, and it was sunny. He complained about it being sunny like 9 months out of the year. What? And he was like, it's just so
I know
sunny.
who you're talking about.
Who was that guy? What is his name? Derek in Chelsea?
Dirk.
Okay.
Dirk.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, Derek. I only think of Derek Gustafson. He looked like Cyrus the Virus. So, killed more people than cancer.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of the Aaron and Derek.
Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk. Okay,
Dirk
yeah.
Sellers.
We don't have to say his last name. Not that it matters.
He lives in Texas now.
Do they? I have no idea.
He did.
Where it's real hot.
No, he might have moved back.
Did
and
they
he
move
worked
back?
for Hilmar Cheese. And his social security number. And his furniture looks great from the yard.
I love that still that I drove by. When I was really young, hear you tell it.
We had some friends, Amanda and Trice Dunn.
She will die if you were to say.
Well, anyway, I was the preacher at the church that they went to and he was a deacon there. He was
He was a deacon.
Yeah, he was a deacon there. Anyway, we drove by their house one night, just scoping them out, because that's what you do. You got part of my job was I had to visit people, a certain number of hours a week. Anyway, we drove by their house, and they didn't have any curtains or blinds or anything like that. And Rua said something about it, like, I can't believe, I drove by your house, you don't have any blinds or anything like that.
It looks good inside.
It looks good. And next time we drove by, they had blinds because apparently they were creeped out by that. I don't know.
I probably wouldn't tell anybody that today, but hey.
Yeah. I don't know about us getting too much sun. I I like where we live. I don't always love the cold weather and the cold and wet
Actually,
and
I have been liking the cold weather because of the stove and my little jetted tub.
yeah.
I know. I was talking again. I can't help it.
Yeah, well, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But
We did fireworks for our Christmas,
I did some footage
but
of
it's
it,
awful
but
footage.
Rua didn't want to hold the camera, and I
I
was shooting off
said I
the film.
would hold the camera, but I said no
Well,
at first.
first off, she said, "Hey, Shannon, is that Shannon or I forgot your bride's name, Shannon. I'm sorry." But anyway, I shot those off, and I asked her if she'd film it, and she said, "No, I don't want to. Can't you just use the tripod?" And I'm like,
And then I
"Okay,
changed
I'll
my
use the
mind
tripod."
and said that I would
Uh,
be glad to film it. And I wish I would have filmed
and it
it so
was
you
too
could have
late.
enjoyed fireworks.
But it only got the stuff like when it shot off, it didn't get up way up high in the sky. But a Rottweiler when you was younger. Yeah, I've heard some people love their little Rottweilers or big Rottweilers. I've never had a Rottweiler
I haven't
though.
either.
I've had a pit bull and named Pumpkin. Beverly. Okay. Hey Shannon, Beverly. Glad y'all are here. Um, anyway, we had a pit bull growing up, and we had mutts. I think only other one. And this pit bull was, like a rescue. We saved it from a burning building.
Of course, y'all did.
No, we didn't. Have you ever seen that Bill Burr thing about rescue dogs and stuff like that? I rescued it. I rescued it. No, you just got a free dog.
Hey, wait.
I've loved all the snow. It snowed from Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day in the last night. Now, remind me, Joe. I
What's
think you've told us
Boxing
a few
Day?
times. What is Boxing Day? Is
Oh,
that
tell us again.
Chabow? You have two Chabow wows. What's
Is
a
that
Chabow
a
wow?
is that a mix between
A chow?
and a Chihuahua?
Is it
Surely not, because those are
a
dogs.
chow and a Chihuahua? That would be chows are big dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
You had a chow once, didn't you?
He was supposed to be. What were those? A
Shih Tzu?
Shar. He was supposed to be
Shar-Pei.
a Shar-Pei, but I'm pretty sure he was a Chow because I don't think there is a long-haired Shar-Pei.
His name was Bear.
Oh, I love that dog.
Yeah.
And
Too
then,
much. Do you love Toby more than Chow? Than Bear? Toby's a good dog.
I love Toby,
I
but I'm
love
looking
too.
forward to Betty.
We're gonna name our new dog Betty.
Betty. But yes, I do love
What do
Toby. Toby's asleep on our couch over there.
I'll tell you, if you can guess the breed of the dog it is a full breed. If you can guess the breed, then I will confirm it. I think it's a fun game to play.
Not really.
I'm not even going to acknowledge it if you get it wrong, though.
I'm
But
not
if you get it
even-
right, I will confirm it.
A guessing game? It's the day after Christmas. No, Nana. It's your mom said, "Can I guess?"
Huh. I don't see it on here yet.
It was there.
Oh, there it is.
That's why I'm looking at the
You
screen.
can't guess because you know. It's the day after Christmas Day. Most countries have Boxing Day, even the States. It's a bank holiday and my birthday. So, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know that. Not a German Shepherd.
No, you just said you wouldn't mention
I
it.
know. I wasn't, but I couldn't help it. I acknowledge you.
No boxer.
No boxer. We're brief kind of people. Anyway, but I was cutting that stuff today. I've got to put it in the splitter, to split it open, apart because it was too big for the wood stove. A sheepdog. Nope. Remember that we have critters. You can have German Shepherd around critters. I think you could have pretty much any dog if you wanted to with critters. You just have to train them and spend some time with them.
Where are they?
Yeah,
Stuck
Shar-Peis
in the
are
city.
like.
Well, yeah, but this guy, I was a teenager, and my grandmother bought this dog. I was probably 12. I want to say 12 or 13.
I wasn't around then.
Maybe I was older.
That was your pre-Daniel days.
14, maybe 14 or 15. It's completely irrelevant how old I was.
Over 20 years ago.
Oh, wow. Anyway, they said this guy bought I can't talk. I have trouble talking, apparently.
Yeah.
It just kind of falls away.
Yeah. You start talking as though you're in the middle of a
I
sentence
know. I
sometimes,
hate when I do
and
that.
you have no subject, but you just have the predicate of the sentence,
I hate when
and
I do that. It's a bad
and
habit.
I have to guess sometimes what the subject is.
Anyway, somebody told me that that was a long-haired Shar Pei, and I think he lied to us. But I
Long
love
hair
the
Sharpay.
yes, and he said this is a long-haired Shar Pei. I remember that,
And
and I'm like,
you had a Shih Tzu before,
God rest his soul,
Howard.
Howard,
Yeah, and you had Chihuahuas.
baby,
Uh, and do you know of any other dog that you had?
Bandit.
I meant breed.
Oh, Shar Peis and Shih Tzus.
Sharpei, Chow,
Yeah,
long hair Sharpei.
and then I've just had Chihuahuas, and I'm sorry if you're any Chihuahua lovers out there. I don't like them.
Yeah, they're kind of yippy.
And then I've had a lab and a lab mix.
You had a lab?
We had a lab.
Oh, right. We had
De-
a lab.
Desi
Desi.
and Lucy.
Lucy was a lab mix. And somebody gave us the lab, the full blood lab. He was a great dog, but he was kind of too much for us, and we couldn't take him to California with us. We didn't feel like we should because we had a small space there. So the 23, our pig had 23rd. Yeah, I think I saw that short. I saw you posted that short, Shannon. 12 babies in her first litter. She laid on the two other 10. Oh no. Uh,
We've had that happen before.
I've not had that. Our litters have been much smaller than
That
that.
they've laid on them and killed them.
Yeah, we've
I
had
remember
some.
that because that was all unpleasant.
Yeah, I've not really had them set up in farrowing places before, and but our Miguelita last time, I think she only whelped, or not whelped. That's a dog. She only farrowed for 3 of them. Kick a cow while she's down, and anyway, she only gave littered 3 of them, farrowed 3 of them, and they're all doing fine. They're doing really great. But what are you gonna do with all those? What breed are they, Shannon? What kind of pigs are they? You said they have stripes, and maybe they're part Mangalitsa. I don't know, but
I still kind of wish we would have done the Coonies, but Mangalitsa seems to be the choice.
yeah, the Coonies they're really slow growing. And Mangalitsas are kind of slow growing too, and they're small. If it was long hair, it was not Shar-Pei rat dogs.
No, I agree with you, but I completely agree with you. Like, I think I knew that then, but I wanted the puppy,
Yeah.
and then my grandmother and I just bought it. It was kind of like when we had Millie.
Yeah. Well, Millie
Mr.
was supposed to be a miniature schnauzer and a miniature poodle mix, is what she was supposed to be. But
They lied.
and there, so that means she was supposed to be kind of hypoallergenic, so she wouldn't shed and stuff like that. But she shed, so I think she was kind of a terrier or something like that. Maybe not. I don't know. We kind of got her for our pet miniature schnauzer that we had at the time.
I agree. They're little yappers.
Yeah, they are. Our neighbors that lived over here close to us growing up. They had Chihuahuas and they were yappers like that. But anyway, we've been working. We didn't do it today because Papa was working on some other stuff and we had church this morning. But yesterday, the trenching, we were working on getting water over to the high tunnel, and we're also getting geotubes to try to warm up the high tunnel a little bit in the wintertime and cool it down, I guess, in the
Because
summer.
everything died, right?
Well, not everything died, but it looks like the beans died, and the tomatoes died, and the zucchini and squash died, and the pumpkin died. And
I'm kinda sad that the pumpkin
the
died.
peppers might have. I don't know. They may have made it, but they may not have.
Do we just clean all that stuff out of there?
Yeah, we'll have to clean it up, and we might give it a light tilling, or we might just put some compost on top of it. But we don't have a whole lot of compost yet. We're getting where we're going. Got a plan to start producing our own compost with chickens. So we're going to give them all these scraps, and then they're going to move around and around until they work it enough, and it's going to intermingle with their poop. And Edible Acres does this. I might have told you about this before. If I have, feel free to stop me. But Edible Acres does this, and they said with 25 chickens, they produce about 2 wheelbarrows full of finished compost a week. So that'll be really great. I think I might be
don't
able
want
to.
to do any more than 25.
I think I might be able to, put a few more than 25 in there in the coop that we're going to do. So they died because the high tunnel is designed for season extension. It's not designed for year-round growing so much unless you do something like something different. So we got this idea from a YouTube video called "Citrus in the Snow," where this man in Nebraska he grows citrus in what zone is that? Maybe zone 5, zone something.
I don't know.
It's further north than here. We can't grow citrus here because it gets too cold. But he grows citrus and he uses geothermal and some other things in order to try to keep it nice and warm there. There is a mixer mix. The boar is red and the mom is white with black spots. Probably be selling some feeder pigs. Might keep a couple of gilts. Okay, cool. So are they big pigs, Shannon? Anyway, the geothermal, that's how we're going to try to keep it warm. So they all died because it wasn't, it got down to, in the 20s in there last night. Or not last night, but, a few nights
We've
ago.
had a couple like 16-degree nights.
Yeah, but even when it got 16 degrees outside, it got, down in the teens here. When it got down in the teens, it got in the 20s for a few hours in the high tunnel, and that's when everything died and, got all wilty and stuff like that. But the lettuce that's in there still looks fine. The cabbage, the Brussels sprouts,
So not everything.
are doing okay. The strawberries, they're fine being
Pushing-
cold.
Pushing 500 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big pig. And how big's the mama? How old is the boar? If he's 500 pounds, full grown, some pigs can get, to be like, 1,000 pounds if you
That's
let
too
them grow
much
out
for
all
me.
the way.
That's too much.
Your cabbage or Brussels sprouts aren't liking the snow. Oh yeah. I don't. I think they're okay with a little bit of cold, but are they okay? They're not okay with a bunch of cold, are they? Um, but anyway, the cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and lettuce, Swiss chard, it's still doing okay, as well as the comfrey and the strawberries. But pretty much everything else. Oh, the beets. I think I've still got some beets that are okay in there too. But and maybe the carrots. Maybe the carrots made it. I didn't look too closely.
I don't know.
But that's what we've been working on. We're going to work on it some tomorrow. I think that was what I was told. If Papa decides he wants to work on it tomorrow, then we will. That's what I was told, but he may change his mind. And then I've got to cut some more wood. I'm going to plan on and try to work on getting all my wood cut in the summer for next winter, so I don't have to, keep doing that.
Then Micah McGee, he has his like 2 years, you said.
Yeah, Micah told me he tries to keep his 2 years in advance, but then he, lost a lot of his firewood, and he had a fire one night, because his ash caught the leaves on fire and stuff like that. There in your little greenhouses. Oh, okay, that's neat.
That is neat.
Yeah. We could have put little, more greenhouses or more plastic over some of this stuff, but hey, that's nice. Thank you, Angel Eyes. But we didn't. We're probably going to start our seeds pretty soon. So I've got all of my, doing redneck things off grid. You changed your channel name, Tony and Leanne. You have any pine needles? Put a layer on the base of some of those plants. We've got a few, but we don't have a whole lot of pine here. I think Papa's, cut most of the pine, but I'm going to plant a few more of them.
You put Christmas lights in there too. That's fun, Joe.
Yeah. I started my avocado cuttings. My cuttings are all out there in the high tunnel, so when it got down to 20 degrees or so, it would have killed them, I think, especially the avocados and stuff like that. So I've got them on a heating mat, and I also put them on, put a blanket over top of them to hold some of that heat in there. Hey, Pete, glad you're here. We're doing all right. He's close to 1.5, and she's about 3. Those are good-sized pigs.
I bet they do look all so nice. The twinkly lights and the heat lamp, and that's cool. I'm going to try to do some raised beds, me and the kids. You said 3?
Yeah, I've got one done for you, and I've been working on the other ones. The birds ate your Christmas lights. I was planning on doing a video of it, but I haven't got it all the way done yet, and I've got one more to do.
Well, I really wanted to. I think I'm just gonna do the simplest things, and then and that's it.
Buy one of those veg pods. I don't know what the
Oh, is
veg
that
pods
like
are.
that they go straight up and you plant in circles? Is that where you go
I know what you're
in
talking about, those
tiers?
things. So it's got like a place for compost and water in the center, and then you do it on the outside. You've got little plants. Is that what you're talking about, vintage vibes, or are you talking about something else? Um,
Yeah.
anyway, I think our Mangalitzas, I'd say that the boar might be, 400 pounds. I'd say petunias, can't be but 300 pounds or so. I don't know for sure. Um, but the babies are doing really well. The ones that were born here are doing, a whole lot better, I think, than the ones we got from Micah McGee. They seem to be growing a lot faster. They are tall, so waist height and wheels and a tent-looking thing over the top. Hey kids, y'all are supposed to be in bed. What are y'all doing out here?
Okay. Our back, we've been sitting on our backs.
No, you're supposed to be in bed.
Our backs.
Apparently, these people want to use the chirp wheel.
And they are taking advantage. Since we're busy talking to you all, they think they could get away with it, but we didn't let them get away
We
with
didn't
it.
let them.
Years ago, my dad used Christmas lights to add a little heat around plants. He just trailed it around the climbing post and fence. So Chad's grandfather, who sent me these avocado cuttings, whenever he planted in California, you have to really take care of it when they're really young and tender like that. He put Christmas lights around the avocado tree at the very beginning. So this year I'm going to protect them really well in those propagation chambers, and next year I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Do you think we'll really be able to grow avocados?
Yeah, I think that we're gonna put enough of those geotubes in there and do some stuff in order to make
Chad
it.
asked
where it
if we
works.
could grow bananas because we eat bananas a lot.
Some of the bananas that you grow, you can get some like bananas that taste like cotton candy and stuff like that, that have different tastes. This is just one breed of banana that we buy. It really helped when it was really cold to keep the frost off. Yeah. I don't know. There's not a whole lot else going on. We just kind of took a few days off, just enjoyed each other and our family during Christmas and all that stuff. Angelize the birds with all that lights. I didn't realize they were so delicate. The avocados, yeah. Whenever they can't. Whenever they're really young, they're not very cold hardy at all. And Hass avocados, Ray was telling me, Chad's grandfather, Hass avocados are very not cold tolerant. This variety that I've got that he sent me is called the bacon variety, bacon avocado, and it's self-fertile. It's got both A and B. We had a good Christmas,
I feel like we had a good Christmas. Pretty much I worked like 4 on, 1 off, and then I worked the 22nd and 23rd. And then I pretty much just hung around the house on the 24th, and me and the kids watched movies, and I made Christmas cookies with them, and I used my jetted tub. That was my and then we set up for Christmas Day with Santa or whatever you want to call him.
We didn't swap gifts. Rue and I didn't. We
you're-
have in the past.
Yeah. We're going to next year.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We are.
if we can afford things, then we buy it most of the time. We don't. I didn't really want us to exchange gifts. Just wish you had the initiative to get things patented because we'd be rich. My friend bought me a bread maker
Oh,
for my
that's
birthday.
fun. I had a bread maker,
In
but
California.
I lived in California, and I just got discouraged with that thing, and I had such little kids, and I gave it to my friend Jessica. And so I kind of wish I would have kept it.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Yeah, I want that mop and the car seat covers. Yeah.
Car seat covers with the sunflowers on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that would work on your car.
Oh, because it's a truck.
It might.
I know. I feel like I don't need any bread, though.
Yeah. Papa made some sourdough rolls, I guess.
They were delicious.
I didn't eat any of them. He fed me a piece of sourdough when I went up there the day before that he was trying it with, but I didn't eat any that day. We had, let's see, green bean casserole, corn casserole, deviled eggs, some stuffing. We had some brownies. I don't think we ate those really. Potatoes, some smashed potatoes. I only smashed one of them, one batch of them because they were kind of hard. And then to smash and keep them all together. And then my sister-in-law and brother brought a turkey.
And then
Did we have anything else?
No, then we just had fireworks.
Papa
can
brought
you,
some
rolls. Can you use do you have to put sugar in the bread? Is that always an ingredient?
Well, I think it depends on what kind. The Ezekiel bread don't have any sugar.
That's true.
And I think you can make your own Ezekiel bread.
That might be cheaper.
Instead.
Okay, Nina, where's the bread maker? Because I'm buying Chad and myself are buying Ezekiel bread.
Yeah.
And that's like $5-6 a loaf.
It's probably pretty expensive to make on your own too, because all the ingredients and stuff. But
True.
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
Yeah, I've never. Has anybody in here ever made any Ezekiel bread?
The recipe called for a little sugar?
For most breads. Most breads do because, the yeast has to eat the sugar in order for it to live and rise and stuff. But I think you can probably make some without any sugar. We're trying to, do sugar, no sugar added. So it means we can eat a fruit, we can eat all this stuff, but we can't, have things with extra sugar in it. Gluten-free and make it...
The bread machine.
Yeah. Make gluten-free bread is way cheaper than buying gluten-free bread, is what she's saying. Okay. So, because she needs to have gluten-free.
I probably do too. I don't know. I'm serious. My stomach gets so irritated when I eat sweets and stuff. It really does. I'm not joking.
I'm not joking either.
I feel like you're mocking me.
I wouldn't joke about something like that.
No, you don't have to add sugar, just some kind of sweetener, all natural.
Oh,
I
you
could
do
add
honey or something like that, yeah. Would that count as no sugar added? Would it?
Yes.
You need to read your book and see what it says.
Yes, it does. You can have honey. It's white sugar. There's once again something racist.
Stop it.
Sorry.
So
like a honey oat bread? Yes. Okay. I need another bread machine in my life.
Is that what you need?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want.
I'll put it on after I get home from work.
Yeah.
I felt anything I want to do after work, because I work those 12-hour shifts, I can't do it. I think I've succeeded that I can't do anything.
And Papa also dug a little pond for the cattle, but it seems to be leaking. I don't know for sure if.
So we just have a big muddy hole. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, if we put pigs in there with the cattle, then the pigs will seal it. So.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Sun-dried tomatoes and olive.
That sounds really good.
Does it?
Yeah.
You like sun-dried tomatoes?
Yeah.
I'll dry you some in the sun.
Ezekiel bread is the bread made with sprouted grains, and am I correct? Well,
yeah, I don't think it has any sugar added. That's one reason why they got that bread, because we were trying to do a no sugar added diet kind of thing.
And I'm trying that again.
Yeah. Well, we were trying to do it, but then we took a break for Christmas and Christmas Eve and all that stuff.
I want to look for stuff to do without it, because I hate the cycle.
Well, we were doing keto.
Of food.
We were doing keto, but keto limits you so much.
It's
awful. To transition to keto, we were going to try to do no sugar added.
You probably could use stevia powder. We have some stevia.
I'm not sure if you could use it. I'm not sure if the yeast. The reason you put sugar in there is not for the taste. It's so the yeast will have something to to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if the yeast can eat stevia. So I don't know if it would work. I doubt that would work, Joe. But I'd have to do.
Honey works with yeast.
Yeah, honey would, because honey is basically just sugar.
Maybe someday we'll have bees.
We've got a few. Papa and Anna said that there's still some in there.
Honey. We need bee suits.
Bee suits? Wow.
Poor bees.
How many bee suits do we need to buy? Because I don't know how many bees we have.
Oh, no.
You gotta get ready for work, dear. Gotta go make some honey today.
That's a good movie, the Bee Movie.
Yeah.
That's a good
So you gotta have
name.
a bee suit for your bees.
Hmm.
So let's see. Is there anything else new on the farm? I'm trying to
We may be
think.
getting a.
Well, we'll keep that on the DL for now. We're talking about something else. Another
Why are you
item that we're
talking
gonna get.
code?
DL.
DO.
Do you know?
Down low.
Does everybody know? Did you know a DL? That's not code. That's just.
No, I mean like you don't want to share anything. The whole point of the live stream is to share stuff.
Well, we are sharing, but we're also being moderately cryptic. Because if you're a little enigmatic, then that can create some charm. A little mystery.
Those
Are we
mysteries.
mysterious enough for you? Sure, dang it, Bob.
For reals.
I do too, Bunny. I like making bread, but can't do the kneading now. Yeah.
All right. I got nothing.
So if we have this thing that we're talking about doing, we will share it next time. But we're not sharing it tonight. And Rua says it's time to quit. That you need to bugger off.
I never said anything about buggering off.
You implied it. Didn't she, Joe? Didn't she imply it? She says, well then.
Well then. Only Ezekiel bread. Wait, have my sister made it for me, and it was raisin bread, and it was the bomb.
Bread kills my intestines, so I usually stay away from it. Yeah.
Something is killing my intestine.
Yeah, it kills everyone's intestines.
You're in big trouble. Anyway.
Toby, just a little while ago, tooted. I heard him toot. He got up on me, and then he burped in my face. And then, next thing I know, I heard some wind escaping his derriere. Did you hear that? You heard it. I don't know if Chad was over here then, sitting right over here, but I'm not sure he heard it. But
anyway.
All right. Well, love you guys. Appreciate you. We will see you next Sunday. I should have a regular. Video on Tuesday again. I just took a couple days off, so I should have that regularly done on Tuesday. So stay tuned on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and then next Sunday for the live stream. Right?
Bye.
Bye.